Giampaolo. Nein, auf Deutsch, das ist so auf Deutsch. Ja. Genau. Sehr gut. Yeah, I see that.
You do a nifty job working yourself.
Und ja, ich wollte aber fragen, wie du überhaupt könntest.
How did you get into the film business? I was in the right place at the right time. I had a portfolio in front of me. And Michelle George Romero, he said, yes, I believe you, the portfolio. Het voorbeeldje, dat is de Amerika, of de Nederlandse wordt gezegd, ja, die hier niet, maar ik had niet over een twee papierstaten. I will break this now.
Thank you.
Do you all know my son David? Any other questions?
Please.
Yeah.
Kunnen jullie maar op toneel komen dit keer?
Michael, on what are your current projects at the moment? City of the Dead. It's a zombie video game. It'll be out next year for all systems.
You changed the business. Video game.
No. The more you do, the more you get to do. So I think it's lucky to do a video game.
What are your future plans?
My future plans. I want to go home, eat some spaghetti, and meet my girlfriend, and then you won't see me for about a week.
Are you going to make other movies or something like that?
Yeah, I'm directing a thing called Death Island. It's a zombie movie, but voodoo zombie, Haiti movie, and that's for Ilya Salkind, the creator of Superman. In April. I hope, if they call me back.
Also, die erste Frage war, was mit der Savini zurzeit macht. Er arbeitet halt an einem Computerspiel, The City of the Dead, was nächstes Jahr erscheinen wird. Die zweite Frage war, was er natürlich machen wird. Also, er wird erstmal nicht nach Hause fahren, ein paar Spaghetti essen und danach wird man erstmal eine Woche lang den Comic sehen. Und er nächste Filmidee, er arbeitet zusammen an einem Film, ein guten Zombie-Film.
Somebody, another question? Okay, well, thank you. Yeah, bye-bye.
Diesen Durchgehen mit dem Film. War die Idee von ihm oder
So this is about the penis gun, right? Yeah. No, it was the idea of Robert Rodriguez. The gun, we called it the crotch rocket, was also in Desperado, in the car case, but they couldn't get it to work in Desperado. So I am lucky that in Dusk Till Dawn they got it to work and I got to wear it. So now I am sex machine.
Die Frage war, wenn von Dusk Till Dawn trägt mit Savini diese sehr interessante Pistole für sie beiden. Ob das seine Idee war oder wenn die Idee kam von Mr. Rodriguez, allerdings kam die Pistole schon vorher in Desperado vor. You still got to get it at home? Do you get it?
Yeah, I didn't get it when the movie was over, but I begged for a year and they sent me one.
You're using it?
Yeah, only on the weekends.
From the woman. Somebody a question, please do.
Yes, please. Right here.
Yeah, hi. You're acting, you work as a makeup artist and as a director. Which job makes you most fun?
As a director.
Die Frage war, es ist ein Schauspieler, er macht Make-up und er ist Director. Und das macht ihm meisten Spaß. Und das ist das Directing.
Hi, there's kind of a follow-up to that question. I didn't do any makeup or Romero today, because that the job, but you also do makeup to the secret films or any Romero?
No, I don't do makeup anymore. I'm just acting and directing. My school, I have a school for makeup. So when I get a job, an offer for makeup, I give it to my school, and my students do it. It's good for the school, it's good for producers' budgets. Because instead of paying me, you pay my students.
Thank you. Next question.
Ja?
Neue Frage.
Marco, hi.
Bitte sehr.
Ja, hier ist gerade Dingsbums Interview mit Savini. Ruf dich gleich mal zurück, ja? Bis dann, ciao.
Now, when I was a child, I spoke Italian. I had to learn English, but now I have forgotten the Italian. I know how to say one thing,
Ezo.
It's where are the young barefoot girls riding donkeys? I wish to marry one. You can say that in Italian.
Die Frage war, ob wie Englisch lernen musste, ob er so machen konnte. Er kommt aus Italien, sprach deswegen erst mit Italienisch, hat er Englisch gelernt und dann hat er jetzt Großteil des Italienischen vergessen. Danke.
Are you translating? Are you translating? Where are the young barefoot girls riding donkeys? I wish to marry.
Wo sind die ganzen barfüßigen eselreiten Mädchen, ich möchte eins heiraten? Das war richtig.
No, not in Germany, in Italy. In Italy.
You have to translate it in Italian.
Yeah, because the girls don't ride donkeys here, right?
You're a fine man.
Oh, that's true.
Next question, please. Neue Frage. Moet schon eingehen, oder? Bitte sehr. Etwas zu mir kommen, bitte.
Von Mastodon gibt es eine Szene, wo er mit einer Peitsche eine Bierflasche den anderen wegschnappt. Ich glaube, das ist einer von Hess. Also von 14 oder 16.
Okay, den letzten Teil habe ich verstanden.
Ja, von Mastodon die Szene, wo er mit der Peitsche den einen Flasche wegschnappt. Das ist einer von den Special Effekten aus von Mastodon. Ich wollte sagen, ob das ja, ob da so wie das dann Spaß draus gemacht hat, dass er als Make-up-Effekte den anderen da so, ja, eine Verbindung, die entwickeln jetzt finde ich verstanden ist.
How did it go with the whip and the bottle? Did Robert Kirkman do the effect shots or what's the combination of it?
You mean when I whipped the bottle? I mean, how?
Yeah, it wasn't CGI, was it?
No. One take.
Who was the one who got the idea to do this confrontation between you with the whip and such? And I think there's one of the K and B effects guys.
Great Nicotero.
Yes. And or confrontation was a joke or I don't know. You're a makeup effector and they're making.
No. The whip was my idea because I'm good with the bullwhip, so I suggested to Robert Rodriguez, hey look, I can do this. So we set out cups. Like cups. And like 8 cups. And I cut them all. So he said,
ladies and the Photoshop pictures of Tom Savini, George A. Romero, and the Hellraiser crew are available at the info stand. Thank you.
Thank you.
it's good?
Yeah. Why isn't one of the guys
How did it go between you and Greg Nicotero? Was it a joke? Was it improv? It seemed like...
Yeah, it was improv. We thought maybe we would, we told Robert we wanted to do it. He said, okay. Yeah, also, with Fred Williamson, when I'm the vampire, come up over the shoulder like that, the director said, just bite him. I said, no, look at the fingers. They're like spiders. He said, let me see it. Okay, 7 takes. We did 7 takes.
Thank you.
die Sache mit der Peitsche von Mastodon, wo er den anderen die B-Flasche wegknackt, das war seine Idee, denn er kann sehr auf der Beziehung mit einer Peitsche umgehen.
Und außerdem, wo er quotes nach Roy Williams back with his hand. Roy Williams said, oh no. Entschuldigung. Wenn er den Rücken hochkrabbelt mit seinen Händen, dann meinte Mr. Rodriguez einfach nur beißen. Und dann meinte er, nein, guck, sehen aus wie Spinnen. Und dann hat sie 7 Takes und dann wird auch so die Figur noch.
Danke. Is he telling the truth?
He did now. Nächste Frage bitte sehr.
Is it difficult to learn special effects?
Was it difficult to learn special effects? I started when I was 11 years old, reading books, experimenting on myself, experimenting on my friends, you know. So, I don't, no, it was not difficult because I have 4 brothers and they are all artists. So I would watch them and they're older than me, so I grew up watching them, and so to me it was very easy, you know, because everybody paints, everybody sculpted, you know, and I was just like that.
Thank you. Next question, please. Oh, translator, to your work.
Yeah, because there's some Germans in here.
Really?
Yeah, they don't understand English.
Well, dat will do. Ik frage mal, ob es schwer war, die Special Effects und sowas zu lernen. Und der Bruder, er hat im Alter von 11 Jahren angefangen, ein bisschen rumzuexperimentieren. Seine Brüder sind alle Künstler, Maler, Bildhauer und er Bücher darüber gewesen. Also eigentlich war es nicht wirklich schwer, muss ich halt nur reinnehmen. Stimmt.
Got it?
I got it, I got it.
Get it? Like it? Want it? Keep it. Oh, him again, okay.
Next, would you like to be a director? If you could make a movie, what would be your favorite movie you would like to make? What theme?
He is a director.
A swashbuckler. A swashbuckler like Zorro or Captain Blood or Crimson Pirate. Something with swords and fencing, swinging on ropes and using a whip, you know, riding a horse and wearing a cape.
Who do you like pirates?
Who do I like what?
Who do you like? You like pirates, huh?
Yes,
Would you like to be a pirate yourself?
I am a pirate.
One more question, please. You showed up in...
Hey, you know what? In Pittsburgh, we have a baseball team, the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the logo is me. Yeah.
You're not kidding, are you?
No, I'm not kidding, no. I wish I had a picture to show you. It's a pirate, a path.
He's not kidding.
It's me. Pittsburgh Pirates. I'm the logo.
Oh, good one. Nooit vaak bitte, ja.
Hello, sir. A couple of years ago, you made a remake of Night of the Living Dead. And although it was a great movie, I heard that the fans' reactions on that movie were not that well. First question is it true that the fans didn't react that well? And the second question is, if it is true, why was it that way? What do you think?
I don't understand. What did he ask? Is what true?
You did a remake of Night of the Living Dead. It wasn't received that well. Effects like, and also the audience didn't get it.
No, I
Something
never,
like that.
I didn't hear that. I thought people liked it. I'm so sad now. This is news. I'm going to kill myself.
No, I just heard so. I do not know if it is true. I read about it that the fans of the original movie didn't react that well on the remake.
I never heard that.
So sorry.
No, that's all right. No, it's probably the fault of IMDb. This is bullshit, okay? Right now, there's a guy at the hotel with IMDb telling them they're full of shit. Because they said, in Birmingham, I was nasty and I was angry and and I don't say hello. Bullshit, right? Yeah. So IMDb, if they said it, more bullshit, okay?
Bitte sehr. Kun je maar een beetje hier zu mir kommen, bitte? In Friday the 13th, part 4, the final chapter, the audio effects added into the movie, or they part 30?
No, everything in part 1 made it, yeah. Nothing was done. Kevin Bacon, in Japan there's more. On the video in Japan there's a lot more, yes. Part 4, everything, but very quick cuts. So that when Jason died, it was long. So that was more shocking. Everything quick except Jason. You know?
Thank you. Jemand eine Frage? So viele Leute, eine Frage?
In your marvelous remake of Night of the Living Dead.
See? Hey!
In my opinion, one of the best movies.
Thank you.
I'm missing some
No, on the DVD in America, there's 25 minutes of documentary, and they show the stuff that was cut, you know. But it's not in the movie. It's special material at the end, you know. That's it. Yeah.
Yes, please.
In Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, we worked with Toby Hooper, and later in The Last Dawn, we worked with Robert Rodriguez. Which is the better director?
Gut.
Ja.
Vielen Dank. Yes, please. That's all me again.
I don't want to talk to you. Sit down. No, go ahead.
I've been privileged to hang out with you for a couple of days, and I know you do a lot of magic. I just wondered how much of that you use or has influenced what you do with the special effects in the movie.
To me, special effects, well, makeup special effects is magic. I wrote 2 books. They're called Grand Illusions because that's how I think of them. I think of them as magic tricks. So always, Kevin Bacon's death, Jason's death, that's a magic trick because I'm fooling you into believing that it's happening. Like a magician fooled you into believing it's happening. The fire in your face today, that's magic.
Frage war, ob man, wenn man mit der Savini viel auch zaubert, ob das hilfreich ist, wenn man Make-up und Special Effects macht. Und ja, mit der Savini ist der Ansicht, dass Special Make-up auch eine Art von Zauber ist.
Was?
Und ein Buch über Special Make-up.
Please, somebody with also a nifty question.
What do you think about cut censorship and ratings? What do you think about cut censorship and ratings and
Well, I think it's necessary for children, but we are not children, so don't keep it from us, okay? I think I don't like it. It's a bad idea, because in America, HBO, 8 o'clock at night, there's naked women and heads being cut off, Kids can turn that on, so what's the difference?
Die Frage war, was müsste Savini von verschiedenen Versionen hält und er ist der Meinung, dass es eigentlich Schwachsinn ist, weil in Amerika kann 8 Uhr abends nackte Frauen, abgetrennte Köpfe, also die Kinder können alles sehen, deswegen wir trotzdem Filme zu zensieren.
Danke. Next question, please.
Question regarding your effects school. What do you teach? Do you teach just makeup artistry or also a combination with CGI special effects? Do you believe in the fusion or is it just a makeup school?
Makeup school, but we also touch upon CGI because CGI makes our job easier. You know, I love CGI when it's done well, but it helps us. CGI helps us. There's CGI in Land of the Dead. Very little, but it helps. Look at Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings was makeup, but maybe the eyes bigger in CGI. That was good. The worst CGI was American Werewolf in Paris. Did you see that? Horrible. Yeah.
Very bad.
Die Frage war, ob Mr. Savini in seiner Special Make-up-Schule nur das Make-up unterrichtet oder auch die Arbeit mit Computereffekten. Und er ist der Meinung, dass Computereffekte den Make-up-Leuten sehr viel helfen, aber dass auch von Hand gemachtes Make-up sehr wichtig ist und dass CGI nur zur Unterstützung gebraucht werden sollte.
Danke.
What do you think about the Italian splatter movies, zombie movies who came after Dawn and about the special effects who were in it? What do you think about it?
I've only seen one. I saw Lucio Fulci's. The effect of the eye. You know, the eye.
That's a good scene.
This is a guy with a...
Yes, please. Could you come over? Kunnen u maar van hier komen? Dat was goed.
Hi. I would like to ask, which movie do you most enjoy to make as an actor to create a special effect in your career?
For special effects, Day of the Dead. As an actor, Dusk Till Dawn, of course. Look who I was hanging out with. Salma Hayek, you know, George Clooney.
Thank you. Natürlich, bitte sehr.
What's your opinion? What do people enjoy about splatter? Why do people like horror movies? Why do they watch splatter? What's their opinion?
Yeah, I think the same reason that you watch porno. No, for real. When you watch porno, you pretend it's you, right? When you watch splatter, you pretend it's you.
Being splattered or doing the splattering?
Yeah, doing the splatter. That's why in some Friday the 13th movies, when Jason kills somebody, the director makes the camera Jason's point of view, so that you are killing, because you enjoy that. You know, so.
Die Frage war, warum mögen Leute Horror- und Blätterfilme? Das war aus dem Grund, warum man Pornos mag. Man stellt sich gerne vor, dass man selber ist. Deswegen wurde bei Friday the 13th auch oft aus Jasons Sicht gefilmt, damit man selber sich vorstellen kann, dass man derjenige ist, der halt gerade jemand anders umbringt.
Moet schon jemand sein, oder? Ja, bitte sehr. Yes, please.
What do you think about the Friday the 13th movies? Are they just cheap crap?
It's very stupid, okay? Jason does not exist. In part one, Jason was a boy who died. The mother was the killer. So there shouldn't be a Jason, right? Okay. In part four, I cut his head in half. But he's still running around, okay? There's going to be a Friday the 13th, part 13, okay? I stopped watching Friday the 13th after part 5, because in part 5, the ashtray was Jason. I mean, his spirit kept invading things. It's just stupid. But you still go to see it. You still go. So you're being trained to be stupid, okay?
Thank you.
Not you personally, no. Not you, no.
Please, another question. Must be one nice one or not so. Otherwise he's going to ask himself questions.
Well, Tom, how old are you? Well, I'm 59. I'll be 60 next year. Do you smoke? No. Do you drink? No. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes. So, dat kun je ook, oder? Ja, moet schon zijn. Benson, bitte sehr.
It's good?
It's, ja.
what kind of horror movies you prefer more? The funny ones with a lot of humor or the more serious ones which are really like more shocking and not good for now?
Do you have Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein?
Oh, nice one.
So I love that, but I also love The Exorcist. Okay? So one extreme to the X, it's okay with me.
Die Frage war auch, also wie eher die lustigen Horrorfilme guckt oder doch eher die etwas ernsteren. Aber erstmal, dass beide Arten ihre Wurzeln haben.
Okay. Yes, please.
Do you like Freddy versus Jason?
I bought Freddy vs. Jason, but I haven't watched it yet. Okay, it's still wrapped up in plastic, so I don't know. I have to watch it.
Like all your porn.
I have no porn.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You don't believe me?
No, I do.
Now, watching porn is like watching an autopsy. What's the point? I make porn. I shoot myself.
Oh, we have to talk later. Yes, please.
Maybe I'm telling you too much. Yes.
We're going to talk. Dit is hier. Oh, wacht.
What do you mean about your work on Maniac? Is it a good another movie or bad?
No, Maniac is one of the best. Yeah. Same with Day of the Dead, I think. Maniac, Day of the Dead. Speaking of effects. Yeah.
Thank you.
Very, very, very realistic. Realistic.
All your career is based on horror. Is it really your favorite genre, or do you prefer maybe pirate movies? I don't know.
No, I like love stories. You know, I made not just all horror. I did Maria's Lovers with Robert Mitchum, Invasion USA, Chuck Norris. You know, so not everything is horror. You know, maybe 5 or 6 that aren't horror.
Es ist gibt also nicht nur Horrorfilme, sondern er mag auch Liebesfilme und er hat auch selber an Comic gearbeitet. Er hat auch mit der Kategorie. Ich habe von einer Filmperson gehört, dass es so wie bei Titanic heulen muss.
I cried at E.T.
Nur noch bei E.T.
He's a puppet. He's a puppet.
Yes, please.
If you go out into public, how often are you recognized? Can you go into public without being bothered?
Always. When I got on the airplane to come here, in my baggage was a switchblade, a knife. So now they're going to arrest me. I think the police are coming to arrest me. I'm waiting for the manager. The manager comes and he goes, "Sex machine." So I was able to mail the switchblade home and get on the plane because he recognized me.
Die Frage war auch, dass Savini oft in der Öffentlichkeit erkannt wird. Und ja, er hatte ein Messer dabei auf dem Flug nach Deutschland und er sollte deswegen verhaftet werden und dann kam der Manager der Fluggesellschaft an und meinte, oh mein Gott, Sex Machine!
Last night in Munster, I bought 2 switchblades in Munster.
Thank you.
I want to ask you, he asked us before to the cast of Dawn of the Dead, which zombies do you prefer? The remake of Dawn of the Dead, the running zombies?
No, the running zombies. Zombies are dead. They're dead. They're not Superman. Okay? They're dead. They should be continuing to die. There's one more left there.
Yes, please.
Das ist so wie mag lieber diese alten Zombies, langsame verfahrene Zombies, als diese neuen, was die in Dawn of the Dead benannten Zombies.
A little late, but why did you bring a switchblade?
I thought I lost it in my house. I couldn't find it. All of a sudden, it's in my bag. You know, and customs found it.
You was a seller.
Huh? No, it was an accident. I wasn't a terrorist.
This was the last question, ladies and gentlemen. Dit waren die laatste vragen en Entschuldigung. Nou, kijk op eind. Could you just one question, please?
Yes, sir.
Did you take any memories from your movies at home? Do you have something at home? Like from Dawn of the Dead or something that you made?
Oh, everything. My house, every room has props from my movies. You know, every room.
We're all invited then.
Let's go.
This is the last question. Yes, please.
Of course, Savini hat zu Hause überall Erinnerungsstücke an seine alten Filme, Dawn of the Dead, von Dusty Dawn stehen und vielleicht auch mal wieder gerne in den Namen.
Thank you. Please invite him to the applause. Thank you very much, Mr. Savini.
Thank you.
To make the second film, I said, hey, I'm in a position here to, do this again. And, it's much more sort of intentional when Ken did the second one and then Terry did the third one. Now Eugene, except now I'm switching allegiances. He's on the other side of the fence, so.
Some question. When I first saw the film End of the Dead, I was...
I'm sorry, man. It's really hard to hear you guys.
Okay.
You get a little more of a little more.
Okay, I try. My question is, why is Land of the Dead only about 90 minutes? I mean, Dawn of the Dead was very nice because it durates a long time, and so you have time to develop the characters maybe. Why was this one so short?
Well, I mean, we didn't set out to make it short. It was that was the story. I mean, we shot the script basically. It was very little that we didn't get, and we were able to actually go back and went back for 3 days and picked up a couple of things that we didn't get. We cut out the scene of the scene with Leguizamo in the other apartment, the other penthouse apartment, from the theatrical release. I don't know, it didn't seem to work as well as it might have. But I mean, there was nothing, that we cut or anything like that. That's how long it took to tell the story. I don't believe in deciding on how long the movie should be, going in. I'm always hoping that it's going to come in short enough that nobody wants to make cuts in it.
This is hard to say zombie because when I wanted that zombie, you only have to walk around. So is it hard? Is it hard to play zombie? Because friend of mine said if you're a zombie, you have to just walk around making and so on. Or is it very easy?
He asked, is it hard to play a zombie? A friend of his said zombies should walk around going, I'll ask you. Did you see the movie? Yes? Okay. Look at it again. And see all the angst I went through, and then ask yourself. The answer is yes. It may not be hard to play a zombie if all you're doing is walking from A to B, but it's difficult to play a character who's not speaking, yet trying to convey the genocide that's going on, the mass killings that's going on, and the pain that comes from it, and empathizing with those people. Because as far as my character was concerned, as far as I was concerned, that was my family. It's like if someone came in here tonight and decided they're just going to wipe the place out. Well, as a human being, like, well, let's do something.
something a little different. Was it hard to play this kind of zombie? A zombie with feelings, with thoughts and so on.
It was very difficult because I had to feel a lot of pain and outrage, and it had to be real because with the wonderful job that the special effects people did, anything I did, you could tell. So if I were lying as an actor, you would know. Whereas when I first read the script, it moved me as a man because I didn't see zombies and a horror flick just for entertainment. At that point, I was thinking about all around the world when atrocities happen. Rwanda, someone in the neighborhood in East LA, just drive-by shooting and little kids getting killed, grandmas getting killed. So I personalized it with my own family. It was people, and if you look carefully, you'll see that it's not just me yelling, going, I'm going to kick some butt, because they came to my neighborhood messing with me. If they had come to my neighborhood and left me alone, no problem, take some food. Okay?
They left you alone, they just messed with some of you.
Yeah, the boss kept listening to me. That's because I'm the problem.
Now let me tell you something else. It's hard to play a zombie when you have to stand in freezing water for like 2 nights. Among other things,
Hi. I wanted to ask you how you came up with the idea of Night of the Living Dead, and how did you came up with using zombies? I mean, you didn't call them zombies, but
I didn't think of them as zombies. I basically stole the idea for the original film from a Richard Matheson novel called I Am Legend, which is it's a novel about revolution. The whole world, everyone in the world has become a vampire, and there's one guy left. It was made twice. It was made into 2 films, The Omega Man and The Last Man on Earth. Before those films were ever made, I read the novel, and it said, it seems to me about a story about revolution. So I wanted, but he started with one guy left, one human left, and I said, start a story from the very first night, and might be more interesting. But he used vampires, so I used ghouls. I called them flesh eaters. My original title was Night of the Flesh Eaters. So that's where the idea came from, and that's our name. Then somebody started writing about it and called them zombies, and I said, maybe they are.
Have we got 1 or 2 more questions, please?
How do you judge the development of special editions? Do you think it is good that the studios force such a strong re-release policy? I mean, is it possible to say you made Dawn of the Dead or you made one film? Because after a couple of years you have 3 or 4 different editions of the film, each 2 minutes longer. Is it still a single artistic expression of yours, or is it just watering down because of the re-release policy and adding 5 minutes each time?
Well, they can't add anything that I shot because I only shot so much. I mean, there were basically 3 versions of Dawn of the Dead. It was my first cut, and then when we made the deal to make the film, Dario Argento came in with half the money. The Italian group came in with half the money, and part of the deal was that he had the right. He thought that he would be more in touch with European audiences than I would. So he reserved the right to cut the film for European audience. Basically cut out a lot of the humor, a lot of the American sort of, references to the law, and that was his version of it. So that's 2. And then when we got U.S. distribution, they asked me to cut it down, not for violence, but for purely for money. cut, I don't remember how many minutes out. Those are the only three versions that we actually made. People that were involved with the film actually only did those three versions. I hear there's a Japanese version where they're in space, and they're on a rocket ship, and the satellite blows up and all this stuff. None of us had anything to do with it.
Okay, the question was intended to be much more general. How do you distinguish the development of the film industry regarding those re-releasing of film and adding more, not just out of it, but every movie. It's just after 2 years, there's a new edition. Which one is the real film?
You mean re-releasing or remaking?
No, re-releasing.
Re-releasing?
Yeah, there's the director's cut, the extended cut, the special golden edition after a year. Which one's the real film? Which one's the film the director did make?
Well, very often what happens is that there are restrictions. Like I wish that I could do a director's cut of Monkey Shot because they made me make changes. And I wish that they would have, let me just release the film that I wanted to make. So in that instance, I think half the time I do think they just get stuff on there, point out the bins and, just try to make it something else that they can resell. So half the time I don't think about money.
So there won't be any further extended version of Land of the Dead?
Well, we didn't shoot anything else.
Okay.
Somebody might try to do it, but I don't know. We didn't shoot anything.
Question for Pedro. How much fun did you have making the movie? And how many friends did you make? How many zombie friends did you make?
You know what? Making this one was a lot like playing. Sometimes it was difficult to go out there and play, but it was playing at a great time. Made friends who were young, and you walk in and you're just working together, and then at the end, you make friends with those people. It's because you're playing. It is work. Once you do the preparation, once that's done, and the cameras are not rolling, and then you're playing. I was playing. Pillsbury plays. Pillsbury's just cool. He just doesn't care. He goes in there, does his job.
You didn't have contacts in your teeth. You eat real food.
He ate a lot, too.
You weren't standing in water freezing your...
Does anybody have a tissue? Because Big Daddy's about to start crying. You have one over here?
Mr. Romero, what gets you to the idea to make zombie films? So, what gets you to the idea to make zombie films? So, in the start, it must be hard because there's low budget and you can't do everything you like. But what was the point? What makes you say, yes, I will make zombie films?
Well, we decided to make a horror film because we thought it might be commercial. Then once we made that decision, then we started to think a little more deeply about, doing something that had a little more to say. And but yeah, the basic decision was because it was commercial. I was just explaining it. I originally wrote it as a short story that I ripped off from Richard Hess. And we were sitting around trying to think of what to do. And Jack Russo and I, Jack co-wrote the script, we started to shoot. And we lived in that farmhouse. We were 60s guys and we were talking about family unit falling apart, and revolution and all that, good 60s. So the basic decision to make a horror film was because we wanted somebody to show it and talk about making it.
How many people were actually on the film and none of the jets? How high was the budget of the film?
The first film? Land of the Dead was under 20. I think it came in around 1960. How many people worked on it, man? God, I don't know. I don't even know. I got the crew
one more, just very quick.
Okay, my question is, rumors about the internet about set ending in Dawn of the original movie. Is it true or just a hoax?
I'm sorry, I just couldn't hear it.
There are rumors in the internet about Dawn of the Dead, the original from the 70s, which they speak about set ending, where Fran is decapitated by the blade. Is it true or?
Yes, it's true. The original script, Peter shoots himself and then Chief kills himself in the house.
But it was never shot. And
It was shot. I didn't remember this, so I got in an argument because Savini said, oh yeah, we shot that. And I didn't remember because we never did the effects. All we did was we shot Fran standing up. That's all we shot. We never did the effects. But I decided, I had this idea that I didn't want to restore order. And it occurred to me somewhere in the middle of that film that you could leave the world in chaos and you still see like that went on. I didn't have to kill everyone.
thank you very much for coming and thank you very much for your time, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for